Hi, my name is ShannonLach, and today I'll be presenting on using sustainability and practicing in my home. The particular setting that I'm going to speak about practicing sustainability is my current home. It is a one-story ranch with 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and an open concept living room, dining room, and modest-sized kitchen. I have an attached garage and about 1/4 acres of green yard to my front and back of the house. The reason I chose this location is because ever since I moved in, it is where I spend 80% of my time being creative, thinking, studying, and reflecting what is going on in society. Very often, when we are given the ability to make changes in the world, we do not have the ability to do them individually. I am honored to be in my own home that I can execute my desired changes. Sustainability in a home can largely be obtained from renewable energy. What is renewable energy and why do we need it? The American Council for an Energy Efficient Economy defines renewable energy to include sunlight, wind, rain, tides, and geothermal heat. As I have explained these opportunities that the environment in my home can become more sustainable, I will start with the outside of the house and then move inside. On the exterior of the home, there is an opportunity to include solar panels on the top of the home. Currently, we do not have solar panels, but we do believe that we would be able to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions like CO2, as well as other dangerous pollutants such as sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matter. Solar reduces water consumption and withdrawal as well. Outside of the home, in addition to solar panels, I believe that a geothermal heat pump system could save 33 to 65% in energy use and cut CO2 emissions by 25 to 65% long term. In terms of renewable energies, a total of 65 countries of the 195 lean on renewable sources for at least 50% of their electricity consumption. Meanwhile, the 10 most powerful hungry nations on the planet generate about 25% of their combined electricity from renewable sources. They are responsible for about 70% of humans' electricity consumption. If we are able to make this energy and electricity consumption renewable, we will see significant decreases in gas and greenhouse emissions. A second item that I would do to practice sustainability in my home is to invest and continue my kitchen compost. The compost effort can be seen in a form of sustainability adapted inside the home by creating a small compost bin in my kitchen with my food scraps that can then be taken into the garden for a large compost tumbler outside. Additionally, after speaking with my friend and classmate Vincent in his class, I've learned that there are local opportunities in Williamsville that I can take my compost to and contribute on a larger scale for a larger compost machine. It was great to learn that he actually is at the farmer's market in my town every single Saturday. I believe using a compost is a step to removing the use of plastics in the kitchen as well, and this will help the sustainability of our oceans and riverfronts. By decreasing the amount of plastics in terms of plates, cups, and most frequently garbage bags, this will decrease our impact on the oceans and changing trends of our environment. This will be supported by the Sustainable Development Goals. The reason that a compost creates less plastic is that you are not placing your garbage into the garbage bin where the plastic garbage bags are. Also, if you use ceramic plates, you can just scrape the scraps into the compost bin on your kitchen table. As I mentioned, the Sustainable Development Goals in the previous slide, I believe that reducing the plastics will adhere to Goal 14, which is Life Below Water, which highlights the need to avoid plastic bags to keep the ocean safe and clean. This was said by the United Nations in 2015. Research by Duke University explains how plastic affects our environment, and when it breaks down into small pieces and particles, microplastics, they can negatively impact our human health by releasing toxins into the food chain and by poisoning wildlife and marine life. which also includes our soil and our land. Moving on to a second actionable item in my home, I would swap my regular light bulbs for ecologically safe light bulbs that would save energy and create less artificial lighting. Additionally, I can remove curtains and replace them with sheer curtains that would allow more natural light during the day. Investing also in energy saving timers for my lights that would turn them off after a specific time would lower the usage and help reduce the energy used by lights in the home. LED lights are the best option that can be used. Lastly, to practice sustainability in my home, I would install low flow structures for all of the water faucets in my kitchen, bath, and laundry room. The low flow fixtures can offer a homeowner additional cost savings on water bills and are a more sustainable option for homeowners. Because the CO2 embedded in the nation's water represents 5% of all of the U.S. carbon emissions, and it is equivalent to the emissions of over 62 coal-fired power plants. Thank you for your time and listening to the ways that I would practice sustainability in my home.